That technically works. So.
Of course that works.
No, it does work. It was before.
These guys are just talking a language I do not understand.
English.
No, it's not English.
Just the
It's
whole
not my
time
English.
we're trying to tell you, you just clap and I'm gonna hit it. Like that's all it is.
Y'all know that Stephanie can speak Valerian?
Oh, really?
Yeah. She's actually been learning how to speak
I know
Valerian.
one word.
Valerian.
Misa.
Lisa Honey.
Oh, Misa. Oh, Misa. You know
He
any
doesn't
words?
know what we're talking about.
I don't follow the flow, dude.
That's how Andy sucks.
Flow.
Because Andy doesn't watch Game of Thrones. God damn it.
Bummer.
We changed this whole episode for you, by the way.
Oh, that's it, right?
That's how special you are.
No, that we changed the whole episode because he was coming.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for being here, Andy.
Andy edition.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to get as much drinks as I can in so you guys can experience it.
Well, hey guys, welcome to Beer Break, where we just talk about a whole bunch of stupid stuff that doesn't make any sense. No, I'm just kidding. My name.
What? That was
My
the
name-
chair. I didn't fart. That was the chair.
Okay. My name is Albie. I'm joined today by my friends Andy, Juan, Carlos, and John.
Yes, sir.
And today we're drinking lots of beer because it is Beer Break, right? That's what we do. We drink. You guys want to talk about what you're drinking? Because I know nothing about beer still.
Yeah, you want to talk about the shit that's in front of you first?
What is it? Because it
What
tastes like
is
shit.
It's a green can.
It's Austin Eastsiders pear rosemary. Super weird.
It doesn't
To be honest
taste
with
good.
y'all, it's a little too rosemary for me, but you can base turkeys with it.
Shout out to
so-
all my pears.
According to Andy.
Shout out to all my pears.
Well, just throwing this question out there. Okay, everybody's made turkey. Obviously, celebrates Thanksgiving. I was gonna say Turkey Day. Goddamn. Anyway,
Turkey day.
what flavors do you guys make your turkey with?
What's that got to do with beer?
Butter.
Just butter.
He's defending his whole. It tastes like turkey.
With
Yeah,
wine.
I mean,
It doesn't taste like turkey.
okay. Just to be clear, it tastes like the basting of a turkey. Not
tastes
the
like
actual
shit.
turkey.
All right. Anyways, guys, I am drinking St. Arnold's Summer Pills. I think this is the second time I've had it, and it's actually really good. It's super malty,
It's fucking
crisp.
good.
Yeah, fucking good. So that's what I'm drinking.
I'm drinking water.
Yeah,
This is water.
Yeah. It's John Waterboy.
that's probably the worst shit we have.
Budweiser Select.
It's
in the
still
shop.
my
I keep it
favorite,
basic.
unfortunately.
I'm basic like that.
Why is the like water that low?
It's
like
just-
ABV.
it's-
It's like a joke for all the
Is it
Bud
Craft-
Lights.
all the
and-
craft beer snobs.
Yeah. water.
or craft beer.
I drink the selects for the taste because I love the taste of Budweiser. That's pretty much why I drink it.
Mm.
That's it. I won't drink Bud Light.
I know we got some.
Garbage.
I know we got some pretty cool bombers that Juan bought today at Specs. You want to talk about those?
Yeah. So the ones I got is like the latest from Omegagon or whatever how you fucking say that. It's called For the Throne. It's a golden ale that's been fermented in Pinot Grigio and I forgot what other wine. Vino. I don't know what the fuck they call
I
it.
know it says grape.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but
White grapes.
it looks pretty dope. We'll probably bust that out
Is
at
it a
some
Game-
point.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah, Game of
Yeah.
Thrones beer.
It's called For the
Oh.
Throne.
And then I also
Yeah,
have
no,
a
that's what I was
stout as well called King of the North.
King
of the North. So pretty excited for that.
That's pretty
I
awesome.
was gonna say something, but it spoiled it for him. So no.
He
He's
doesn't
never
He's not
seen
gonna
the
watch
show.
Game of
Never
Thrones.
gonna
Dude, he's
watch
never
it.
He's
gonna
not
watch
gonna
Game of
watch
Thrones.
it.
That's how uncool he is.
I don't know what. I already know like the whole 6 series or whatever, and I don't even watch it.
I'm looking
I
forward to
doubt
that beer though.
you do.
I'm really looking forward to
No,
that.
I watch like the recording clips.
Nope. That's not how that works.
So,
I'm gonna talk shit
So this
to
is
our
the
audience
spoiler-free zone.
for now,
very
yeah,
much.
yeah. So heading
We're
on
always
to
spoilers.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
cállense, por favor.
well, heading on to what we've been watching this past week. What have you guys been watching in terms of movies or shows or whatnot?
I recently started watching Breaking Bad again.
Oh,
I mean, I've seen that show like 3 times from beginning to end.
It's dope.
And just rewatching it because I don't know. I'm not giving any other show a chance. I've said this every single fucking show. I never give anything else a chance. But yeah, I'm watching Breaking Bad again.
it's a really good show.
Yeah,
Is it-
I actually took Juan's recommendation and watched Sharp Objects. I binged it like in 2-3 days, and holy fucking
How m-
shit,
how many
man! Like
episodes?
that.
many episodes?
It's like 8 episodes, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
eight.
eight
seven.
episodes, and holy shit, man! It is a fucking great fucking series, dude. From beginning to end, it's just like you're on your toes, and then you think you know what's going on, and then it just completely fucks you, dude. You're just like, holy shit, dude. I mean,
Get slapped in the face.
recommend this for everybody to watch because it's really good,
Yeah.
really good.
Sharp Object.
Sharp Objects with Amy Adams.
Y'all need to watch Chernobyl.
Chernobyl. I'm waiting for it
Chernobyl.
to finish so I can just
Yeah,
binge
that's what
watch
you
it.
told
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too.
Dude, it's like the third episode already, but already.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But Annie, you want to?
Yeah. So what I've been watching is actually an old show. Me and Mandy here have been watching it, or at least I've been watching it. It's Heroes. Does anyone remember Heroes?
Oh yeah, I've been watching.
Oh God.
Heroes?
Oh,
Yeah.
no wonder
Dude,
I always
wait,
see that on your Prime.
Wait. What is it?
Heroes.
Heroes.
Hero.
Oh, Hero.
Do you remember? I think it was
Yeah.
NBC or who?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
NBC.
yeah,
Yeah.
Whoever owned it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember always seeing it like after the football games.
Yeah.
Coming up next, Heroes. I was like, change.
Come on, man, it's not that bad.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
It's good. The only, I mean, it's shame that they canceled it so they
It's
didn't.
'cause
Re-
it was
Ah,
on
okay. So
Yeah.
they stopped airing it.
yeah, they stopped airing it. They were supposed to get a renewed for a 5th season, and they dropped the show.
Summer Pills.
Really completely.
NBC, yeah,
entirely,
so I'm pretty
dropped it.
pissed that they never finished the story.
But you didn't see Heroes Reborn?
What?
Heroes
What's that?
That's the sequel show.
Is it with kids?
I did not know. Where can I watch this?
It NBC released it, dude. It was like in 2009 or 10. Yeah, Heroes Reborn.
I think I watched it. I thought I was like, what?
Zachary Levi is like the villain in it.
Oh, it's not Tim Cream though, right?
Yeah, it is Tim Cream. Yeah.
I just don't like Zachary Levi.
Yeah. You don't like Zachary Levi?
Dude,
Go
you're
fuck
not
yourself.
gonna like Heroes. You're gonna know
Well, I guess I gotta check that out then. I guess.
Yeah, Heroes Reborn pretty much
There's
kind of
an
like
outlet right here.
picked up some of the story threads and finished them. Not all of them, but enough,
Yeah.
for it to have some sort of a
Closure.
closure. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
I can be.
I mean, but anyways, now something new that I've been watching it that I've been telling these two guys because I'm paying like $8 a month for stupid, what is it, CBS
The Twilight
All
Zone.
Access. Yeah, I've been watching the new Twilight Zone.
Oh my god, I saw
Does not compare to the original. I'm saying that right now. I mean, there's like maybe 2 good episodes that
yeah.
that kept me on the edge of my seat. But,
Oh, the Twilight Zone.
yeah,
Sucks.
I mean, the original Twilight Zone is not perfect, so
I mean it's not perfect either, but I mean it had better stories.
Fight.
probably.
Fight.
I mean,
Fight.
I haven't. No. I'm just.
Yeah, I can't chime in. I haven't seen any of them,
Me either.
to be honest.
The old one was better, for sure.
Neither. I've never seen
The
it.
what?
I mean,
It's
Cultured
I
Swine.
need to see more of them, but I do remember it not being. But from what I heard, that the new one has a lot of more bad than good.
Yeah, I mean, I get what Jordan Peele's trying to do with the show. Like, I know he's super like to like the whole, race thing and like and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Political and stuff like that. I mean, if, you guys said I don't know if this would be a spoiler, but one of the episodes is like
Doesn't really matter.
basically one of the episodes. I'm not explaining the episode. Basically, one of the episodes, a kid becomes the president. So if you could, if you
What?
Hey, that's
Yeah.
actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So if you
Imagine.
look, yeah. So if you look at it, it's basically like they're portraying Donald Trump being president.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Comparing him to a kid.
Kind of like
Yeah.
whatever I
He is
used.
a kid.
That's a bit much.
Better because
What-
I'm sure it wasn't that.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily Donald Trump, but I was just thinking, how would a little kid roll? And that question alone is just interesting.
Watch
to me.
Game of Thrones for more info on that.
That's all I watched. You just watched Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the
Lord of the
Flies,
That's a
pretty
good one.
much.
Yeah. Or watch the
and-
first 3 seasons.
Because another recent episode I saw I had to deal with toxic masculinity, and that's what it was about.
Testosterone.
Is it true that
You
there's
lost me there.
on toxic
masculinity.
masculinity?
Yeah, I mean,
Do you know what that means? Or-
no, but I'm just not interested after that.
Oh, of
Just
that.
saying that, yeah. I'm just like, no.
Just know
I'm
that
done.
there's like 2 good like sci-fi episodes, and like just watch those, and you're good.
No, so
Yes, sir. So, no,
What? No, no.
but I mean, he already talked about what he's
Yeah,
watching.
that's
What
what
are you
we're
watching?
talking
Oh,
about.
what are you watching?
He was like, no, that's what
So-
I'm watching. Yeah.
toxic. I've been watching a lot of movies. I watched all the John Wick movies.
Nice.
I watched 1, 2, and then I went to the movies to watch 3.
I haven't seen the third.
I watched this animated film from Disney called Dinosaur from 2000. It's like
dude, that's
Oh,
like the most
really?
underrated Disney movie.
Dinosaur?
Dinosaur, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
So
good
with the
one.
lemurs or the
The CGI
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
right?
CGI one.
Oh shit! I know
Yeah,
which one
the
you're
little-
talking about, dude.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's
I went on a
fucking
field
good.
trip
Yeah.
when I was
Yeah.
young, and they gave you like these little fucking puppets,
Yeah.
dude. yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weren't those like McDonald's toys or whatever?
What were the McDonald's toys? I just
I'm
remember
lost.
like the dinosaurs and those like little fucking hand
Yeah.
puppet
That
thing.
shit
It's-
was brutal, man.
It is. It's funny. Like
Can't recall. Like I.
you can't recall.
It's
No.
a good fucking movie, man.
It's kind of
Show me a
well,
picture.
it's really generic in terms of its story, but it's really dark when it comes to like a Disney
Is
story.
it like a Land Before Time? Yeah.
Kind of. A
No,
little bit.
dude, it's darker
Better?
than that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than
Dude,
that.
Land Before Time was.
How
shit.
dare you?
Well, The Land Before Time, the first one is good, but after
Okay,
that,
Yeah, after that, you have to watch it.
yeah. I don't like any of the 15 sequels. Yeah, that's the one. That's the
True,
one.
there's
That's
like
the
10
one.
sequels on HBO.
Yeah. But what's it called? I watched this movie called The One. It's with Jet Li.
Oh, that's
Dude, I remember that one, man. He has like a fucking collar, right?
Yeah.
And like every time the collar comes off, he turns into a fucking badass.
No.
Oh wait, no, that's a different.
Oh
no,
that's
no. This one.
I
Is,
want to hear about that one though.
this one is where there's a multiverse. So there's like a whole bunch of different copies of you, and
It's like Highlander style. Like every time you kill one.
you get stronger. Every
What?
time you kill a version.
How
of
old is
yourself,
this
you get-
movie?
Oh, it's
It's 2002, I think.
Yeah,
It's
early.
really old movie, but
Yeah.
it's such a ridiculous movie.
It's good, man. I liked it.
Multiverses.
Man, what is that movie I was talking about where he wears the collar, and every time he takes it off, he just turns into a badass. Like they have to keep him.
I
Like,
know which one
like
you're talking about. I
Contained?
just don't know I don't remember the name.
Hey, what's up, Ginger?
hey,
Or
that's Ginger.
crying.
Hey, y'all can just like
a beer break.
like-
Hell yeah, dude, all the time.
push her off.
Push her off.
Bring her here. Oh, why is it just...
I don't want to just push your cat, man.
What's it called? But the last two movies that I watched, which I want to bring special attention to, because I think they're really good and they're really underrated in terms of how much people know about them. I
Damn,
think.
we have been watching a lot of movies.
Yeah, dude, I watched so much.
The,
The first one is Chicken Run.
Oh, yeah,
Chicken
Run.
Run.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
So-
Yeah.
So Chicken
Which
Run,
It's
it's
like the same claymation from
Claymation, yeah.
So-
Wallace and Gromit.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The farmer and all
It's
that
from
shit.
Aardman Studios, and it was founded by Nick Park and Peter Lord, and they directed and produced Chicken Run. And yeah, Nick Park is the one who
Yep.
created Wallace and
Chicken
Gromit.
Run.
And but yeah, Chicken Run is really really good, man. Like
97
funny.
on Rotten
It's
Tomatoes.
yeah, 97 on Rotten
It's
Tomatoes.
fucking good.
It's,
That's
it's,
crazy,
It's
man.
really good. Like one of the reasons why it's so good is its adherence to like physical comedy.
Yeah.
It's like really funny because like a lot of other
It can get dark too.
yeah, it's
can get
it's,
real
it's a little
dark.
dark. Yeah, I mean they show like a chicken not get its head chopped off, but they imply it pretty.
I mean,
Oh shit!
it's a cat out here.
No, I just didn't.
That was just like that's Albie's reaction to getting drunk the first time too.
No, but yeah,
He was
it's- it's-
surprised.
That was like the perfect
He was so
Wyatt meme
surprised.
reaction.
and what's so cool is that like all the voice actors they embody the roles like perfectly. Like Mel Gibson, he plays one of the main characters, and the way he plays him, it doesn't sound like Mel Gibson. You know, because Mel Gibson's always like a dramatic.
Is it the
actor.
rooster?
Yeah, the rooster. Yeah, he plays the
Yeah,
rooster.
only-
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I never knew until I saw it recently.
Can you get off the table? Y'all should just like push her before she gets on.
I'll push her over.
She's playing with fire.
But yeah, I really should. If you have a way to watch it, you should watch it. I'll give you guys my Plex so you can watch.
You said you were gonna do that a long
No,
time
no,
ago.
no,
You
no,
said
no,
last time.
no.
Yeah.
But
You
I've
said that
read.
last
like
time.
2 months.
Well, you have to figure out
God,
like
you have
the
to watch my
connections
Plex.
and everything. But I've already figured out completely. I just don't know how reliable it's gonna be. But I have like 400 movies on it, so
Whoa.
I do want to share it so you guys can like
It's Chicken Little
watch
on
it and
there.
stuff. No. Damn it. But the last movie that I want to bring attention to is it's from Jackie Chan, and it's pretty much the first movie that he did that got like international acclaim,
Is
and
it
it's
Drunken Fist?
no. That one's later on. No, it's Police Story.
Police Story.
Yeah.
Which
from
is that
19
one?
It's he plays a cop whose job is to. It's not like an amazing story because he's supposed to take care of a witness until like the court case comes along and stuff like that. But he fails at that. But what's really cool about it is he wrote and directed, and stunt coordinated the film, and it's like the action set pieces in it, dude, they're really awesome. Like he did all the stunts, and there's like this, like in the beginning there's this one stunt where he has an umbrella hook, or like, you know how when you have your umbrellas, you know, and you open it, it has like a little hook so you can grab it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He uses it, so he's chasing after a bus, and he uses it so he can hang on to the bus. Like he jumps after the bus and like hangs onto it, and it's all real, you know. And then he's just like hanging on there on the side. And there's a part where there's like cars coming under the bus. He has to pick up his legs and like run across the cars and stuff. While
Oh
he's,
shit.
yeah, and it's all real. It's really awesome. There's this one where you can see it's something that probably inspired some action movies in the future. But there's a part where they have their cars going through favelas, and as they're going through the favelas, they're crashing through them and exploding everything. And as they come out, they hit like the rock on the side of the highway.
Mhm.
But in the bloopers, they show that when Jackie Chan first tried it, the car flipped over in the very end.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like it's really crazy, just like all the action that he does in the movie, and it's really cool because especially if you like John Wick and stuff, I would highly recommend it. There's this one stunt in the very end which they show when you watch it in the movie. They show it 3 times in succession,
Mhm.
just kind of like showing off like the stunt. But basically, he's like at the very top floor of a mall, and in between the escalators there's a pole with a whole bunch of lights. He grabs onto it and slides all the way down like 4 stories. And what happened there is later on, like his heart stopped, and they had to like resuscitate him and everything. And
Oh shit.
yeah,
Why did his heart stop? Just because?
because all the connections, like they're like sending out electrical charges.
Oh
and by the time he reached the bottom, because he went through like 20 of them, as he was sliding down
Dude,
the
that
pole.
motherfucker's crazy, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
Dude, like it, yeah, and it's funny too. Like there's this scene where he's in the police station by himself, and he's juggling all the phones of different like lines. So there's like, you know, like the emergency line, and then there's like a case line, and there's a like just different types of calls, and he's trying to like talk to all of them and like juggling them and stuff. And yeah, just overall, it's.
I feel like you just told me the entire movie.
And that is a Jackie Chan
sorry,
movie.
sorry.
Like it, yeah.
Sorry, but it's definitely worth watching.
Nice.
Definitely, it's yeah.
Well, he's passionate about what he does.
Yeah.
His
Dude, that
craft.
guy's crazy, man.
Man, what I've been watching lately, I watch a documentary, Raising Kratos, with Cory Barlog. That shit was fucking cool. I mean, I don't know how that business works, and just to kind of see how it played out was pretty crazy. So if everyone remembers like the E3 reveal, when they get to that point of the movie, everyone's like, well, fuck, is everyone going to like it? Is everyone going to hate it? And then everyone loves it. And then the next scene, you just see Corey freaking the fuck out. And then they're like, we didn't scale the game. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? You know, and then the guy's like, we spent 2 years to make this 10-minute demo, and we got to make 30 hours in a year and a half. And I was like, holy shit. Like, so everyone's freaking out. You see them arguing pretty much the entire time. And what they're going through is just like a living hell of them just trying to wrap this game up. And it is fucking cool. It's pretty inspirational because, you know, as much as they like did bicker, that, you know, they made one of the best games of fucking all time, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely agree on that.
Yeah, because it's a fucking great game. I'm actually replaying it and trying to kill all the Valkyries and shit. Fuck them. They're annoying. But it's fucking great movie. Yeah, dude, fuck you.
I got the platinum.
Dude,
Yeah, I've only killed like one Valkyrie. But I did a lot of the side quests and a lot of the side missions as I was going through, so I didn't power through the entire
game is this?
story.
What way you go?
God of War.
God of War. Yeah.
Yeah, I
PlayStation.
was honestly
Sorry.
a hater of
I'm
it
an
when it
Xbox
first came
player.
out. Like
The
when
Xbox
when it
one,
first got revealed, I was just like, oh, what? A fourth? He has a kid now? What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
But then I heard you all
Boy.
talking about it, and I saw some like some gameplay of it. I was like, dude, I gotta pick this thing up. And now it was probably one of the best games I've ever played.
The God of War.
Dude, the Valkyrie Queen, she's freaking hard. Like 40-minute battle.
Dude, fuck that.
But it's so
Um,
cool, especially if you know all the combos and stuff.
What?
It really feels like you're having like a one-on-one like action brawl that lasts for like 40 minutes. It's almost like a Jackie Chan movie.
Nah, dude. Fuck that, man.
Same with Nordic powers.
What else? No, I also watched Predator. For any
Which one, the
Predator
new
fan
one?
out there, yeah, the new one.
You didn't like it?
Yeah, it was alright. It wasn't that good.
Why didn't you like it?
I mean, it was just a fun film. Like, didn't really stick to the lore. It got really stupid bringing in the other one because it just didn't explain anything.
Which one, the
It
big
was
one?
really rushed. Yeah,
I
there
really
was
liked
nothing
it.
good about it.
But then
Like
again-
like as far as like a lore, like
I've only-
creating another story to it, like they just kind of ruined what the Predator was because he's our friend. He's gonna help save us. That's what he came here for. And then the way it ends with that stupid bullshit suit, that like, that's my suit. Like, like that's okay. So
Yeah.
you're gonna beat every predator that comes by. Like how does that? It doesn't develop the story very well at all.
No,
Like,
man, I disagree.
well, I mean, we can talk about that later. But it was,
I mean,
it's
I
pretty
was
shitty.
watching my dad. He was watching that
I don't
movie, and then I saw like maybe 2 minutes of it, and I was like, "No, hard pass," and I just walked away.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it was fun to watch, but that was it. It wasn't like, gripping storytelling wise. Like nothing will top the first one.
Yeah, I mean the first one.
And even like the Adrian Brody one, like that one was actually better. So
I can't remember the last Predator film I saw.
AVP probably.
Yeah, probably AVP. No, think of it. Yeah,
we all know that's better than Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
Probably.
yeah, dude.
Probably.
For sure. I'd say so.
I mean, I liked it better, and I'm a huge Freddy Krueger fan, dude. So.
And Detective Pikachu's this shit.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
It's really good. Well, no, you can go.
Sorry, no, you
You
can.
No,
can
you
talk
can
about
go.
it. I mean,
He's just gonna argue
don't
again.
talk about it.
Oh wait, you haven't seen it?
I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, John wants to watch it. I'm just gonna say that I wish there was a little bit more of like, I guess the Pokemon battles, like actual battles.
Oh
but-
yeah,
well,
no, I could agree with that. I
yeah.
mean, like the fact that they made it. I just like the storytelling, how they connected everything.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, but
But yeah, I could agree with that.
no more because John hasn't seen it.
No, I was gonna say I like the movie.
I'm that
but
guy.
It's really awesome because it's Pokemon, but it is also like really generic. But it's not.
Fuck you.
It is.
Well,
It is
even though
generic,
I haven't
man.
seen it, whatever. But do you
It's-
think they're gonna come out with more?
Oh yeah.
It's because did you see that after the whole
That's the thing,
Sonic
though.
trailer came out and all that? Did you see that they came out with a lineup of like Mega Man and Pokemon Stadium?
I don't think
and all
that'll
that
happen.
That's not real.
I wish that was real.
I'm just saying, you never know, but it's just like
not
But not mind the Mega Man though.
Yeah.
Not live action.
No, but the Pokemon that
Well,
one.
it's an anime.
There's actually like they don't know if they are gonna make another one because right now it only has 310 million. The movie costs 160, and that doesn't even include P&A, which would be like another 100 million.
That's Albie again raining on our parade. Thank you, Albie.
No, I mean it sucks. It sucks, but I mean that's just.
I thought it was generic though.
That it is generic.
generic.
What
It
makes
is
it generic?
It's fun. but it's
Gluten-free.
generic. I can't really say why it's generic because
This is
he hasn't seen it.
That's true. He doesn't want to
Yeah,
spoil that.
but it is really generic. I mean, just watch any noir movie, any detective movie, and you'd see. But what's cool about
mean,
it is
from-
that it's
I mean, you
Pokemon.
can talk about it. It doesn't
No.
matter. I'm not gonna be
No,
like
I don't wanna hear Albie talk about it
amazed by
anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
Is it worth watching?
this always gets
Yeah,
like we're
yeah.
just
Okay,
talking about
thank
what we
you.
watched, and you just want to fucking shit on
Yeah,
it.
Albie just shit on
Oh,
like
no,
my hopes
we
for
mentioned
wanting
something. He
a
brings out his talk.
sequel.
It got like 20 Rotten Tomatoes.
No, it has like a 72, I think. Or
Okay,
that's
point
it.
is, it's a great film. If there's anything you don't want to watch on Netflix, don't watch Flinch. That's a stupid
Flinch?
TV show.
It sounds fucking stupid.
It's fucking dumb. I don't know why I gave it the time of day. Don't watch it.
You don't want good shit, man. That's fine.
Fuck you, man. This is your first episode.
So?
Fuck out of here.
You have no say.
so beer break.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck!
Beer break time.
Carlos just wants to be me.
Shots edition.
Or like,
Really?
It's a lot more like liver.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so we're back, and we're doing our beer break. We're all chugging different stuff. We're chugging.
well,
What
I'm
is
the one
this?
doing a beer break. Y'all are doing.
Yeah, I was like, we're not chugging.
Whatever. We're taking a shot.
I'm doing the beer chug.
Actually, can you pass me a PBS?
What shot is this?
It's a shot of just regret. Hey, Albie, it's a shot of regret.
Shot of regret.
Have you talked about what we're drinking yet, Albie?
There's two
Huh?
packs.
Have you talked about what we're drinking yet?
I don't know what this is.
Ice Ivanovich, that's what it's
Mango
called.
flavored vodka.
Mango flavored vodka.
It's
yeah,
some
but I don't-
trashy shit that Juan bought at Specs.
It is trash. I mean,
He bought it for my grandma at her house.
How much did it cost?
Probably like $10.
Damn.
Cheap vodka.
It's not Taka cheap.
It's not Taka cheap. Yeah.
Taka cheap's like $7.
Dude, I bought a whole liter of taco for like $20.
That shit gives you hangovers like crazy.
Or was it a liter? Like, I mean, it was a fucking huge ass bottle.
Don't be.
I think it was like the 1.7.
Especially when you go out in clubs and you don't ask for a specific type of a vodka, they'll give you Taka.
Ugh.
They will give you Taka.
And John, are you taking a shot?
Like,
No, I'm not taking a
He's
shot.
chugging a beer.
He's doing the beer.
I'm chugging a beer because
What are you
I'm
chugging?
driving. Like I'm my select, my Budweiser select,
Budweiser Select. The
because
water.
it's a select choice.
All right, motherfuckers, let's do this.
Let's go.
Hey, give me a head start.
Dude, I'm gonna
What?
choke.
What?
Cause you guys are taking shots.
It's your fault.
Fuck.
Hey, dude,
Goddamn
I
shot.
suck anyway.
Oh, okay. So no cheers. Okay, fuck you guys.
Cheers. Ah, fuck.
Hey, that's actually not bad.
Hey, it's the Sons of Anarchy.
I could have been worse.
no.
Right? Not bad. Maybe we're just alcoholics.
Albie's never done shots, right? You rarely?
Dude, this is like the second or third time.
That shot was good.
It is.
Oh man.
Yeah, so I think like alcoholics right here. Like AA meeting after this. Hey,
It's too cold. It's too cold.
Dude, when I drink stuff like this, it's like I'm drinking
It's too cold.
It's like you drink what?
alcohol.
Is he gonna start?
It just like smells so much like rubbing alcohol or something.
Oh,
Flavored
seen that
rubbing
Vine?
alcohol.
Have you seen the vinyl? It's like, hey, can I have some of your water? It's not water.
Can I have one
Vodka.
of
I like
those?
the way you roll it. It's
Can I have
vinegar.
one of those?
Vinegar,
Want Starbucks?
vinegar, you pussy.
It's
a Vine
I vaguely remember that.
It's
Vinegar.
the guy
pussy. Watch out, it might be a little fizzy.
who
Since I
smokes hops.
That's fine.
oh, the beer guy.
Yeah.
So you guys,
No, he's just always wearing a beanie.
Whoa.
He's always wearing a beanie.
He's on.
He's
Yeah.
like,
He's like,
You guys
"I'm
ready to
gonna
go?
smoke some hops."
Yeah,
to
we're
the
ready.
next.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you?
So recently, Game of Thrones ended its series with its season finale. And a lot of people have been disappointed. Some people have, liked it. A lot more people are disappointed. But
A lot of
it-
discussions.
Yeah, and it made us think about a question about whether or not a series finale defines the show's greatness, or basically defines whether or not it's a disaster. So
We don't have to specifically talk about Game of Thrones.
no,
But
no,
just-
no. Just in general, like shows in general. Do you think the finale determines its greatness or its badness,
I
or do you
saw,
think it
like,
determines it at all?
10 series finales last night.
Really?
10 series
Seriously?
finales?
I rewatched all my shows that I finished.
You're
And I know
oh,
the shows, and then
okay.
I rewatched the series finale, and I was just like, yes, no, yes, like that kind of thing.
That's
So
crazy.
I feel you.
Okay, so a quick yes or no. Did Game of Thrones fulfill that for you?
What do you mean?
Wait, to the
To
question.
the
or-
question.
To the question. Well, I
that's
mean,
not a yes or-
No, I mean, let's fucking talk about Game of Thrones for like just to open it up because I mean that's
Yeah.
pretty much where the question
so the-
originated
I mean,
from. So.
The question came out,
Yeah.
with the way the question said, like, does the finale determine the show's greatness or badness or whatever? I don't think so. I think, just like any show that has episodes, you have some good ones, some bad ones. It definitely sucks that, like, when it's the last one, it's not as good as what's come before previously.
Oh, yeah.
And that definitely leaves, like, a little bad taste in your mouth. But I don't think it's going to define, like, there's some people out there who are like, now there's no reason to rewatch Game of Thrones ever. It was a waste of time, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, you telling me the previous
They're like,
70,
oh, you wasted 70 hours
70
or-
hours weren't great?
Yeah.
Like, sure, it leads to something that's a little bit disappointing, but Game of Thrones is still, even at its worst, Game of Thrones is better than most shows. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
Oh yeah, hands
It's-
down, 100%.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other episodes that have come before are some of the best hours of television ever put to screen, and probably will be for a long, long time. And that's why, me personally, I don't think a finale determines whether it's definitely gonna be the lasting flavor somebody has on that series. But I think if more people just decided to rewatch stuff, they'd realize, hey, you know what? Sure, it has an ending that I don't completely
Agree with.
love or agree with, but the show overall was amazing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and just to piggyback on that, I think when Game of Thrones is kind of catching its, all the hype and everybody was talking about Game of Thrones, you definitely had those people who just watched it because people were watching it, right?
Yeah, like the hype train.
They were just
Whatever.
watching the show. They didn't really care about the lore or anything, and at the end, they didn't get their, I guess, typical ending. So that's why the majority of people are fucking pissed, man. Like,
I mean, not like us that we've been seeing it for.
yeah, and well, not
Good
even
while,
that,
like,
because you can
yeah.
pick up on the show, like, a month before season 8,
Mhm.
came out, kind of like Stephanie did, but Stephanie cares about the lore. So there are certain
Mhm.
aspects of this season that she hated, but that she also loved. And I think the people hating on the entire season are those people who just jumped on the hype train
yeah.
and, got left disappointed. So to answer the question as well is, I don't think, a series finale defines the entire show. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching Game of Thrones for
Oof.
years,
Yeah.
I've been reading the books, watch like all these like lore and like, I guess background videos on YouTube, and I mean, I don't regret a single second of watching Game of Thrones. So, although the finale was, a
too
little
rushed.
disappointing,
Mhm.
rushed for sure. Like, I still love the entire show. Probably still hands down my favorite show ever.
Yeah, and going to what you were talking about the people who just jump on the hype train and stuff. Like when you listen to why they didn't like it and stuff, the one thing that just is annoying sometimes is like you hear people say like like, oh, if this person died at this point in the story, it would have been much better and whatnot. It's like, why like that doesn't make any sense, you know what I mean? Like at that point of the story, the character's already been through enough. They don't need to die, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also it goes against what George, because a lot of people think that George R. Martin's story is nihilistic in nature, very negative in nature. But he said many times before that it's not, and with the finale you can see that it's ultimately not a nihilistic film or show, right? And so those people just completely misunderstand the point. Or some people who are like, for example, and going more into spoiler territory, they're like, John was the Targaryen for no reason, whatnot. And it's like, no, there's a reason. like
Yeah, there
there
is a
definitely is. I mean,
Yeah.
he was the only one that would ever gotten close to Daenerys at all.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
He's the one who ultimately banded everybody together to fight against the White Walkers.
Exactly.
You know. So.
And it's like Bran tells him, you've always been where you needed to be.
True.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to.
Nah, I mean, like I think y'all said it all. I mean, like, I think at this point it's either you get it or you don't get it. And,
Yeah, I
and,
mean,
and as much like the only reason like for me that it disappointed because I guessed some of it, and that's something where, we all hoped kind of like for more, I guess, bittersweet ending. Because honestly, to me, it was a happy ending. Like whether it was like he got chipped out or not, like I think it all makes sense. They kind of rule everything at this point, and that's okay. But I mean, I just expected kind of like a sadder ending.
Yeah, but I think like not to start an argument. This is not to start an
Oh,
argument.
I'm not arguing.
No,
at
no,
all.
no.
I've been waiting for that.
No. But was your prediction made more of like a I think this is gonna happen, or did you find clues throughout the show that you said like, oh,
No,
this
I
is
mean,
gonna happen?
like if you go back on the reviews on the podcast, like I know I said it in a sense jokingly, but like, oh, John becomes a wildling, like you know, he just becomes that person, but I saw it coming. I mean, they foreshadowed it
The
pretty,
king beyond the
not
wall.
necessarily obviously, but like it showed like, okay, that's where it's gonna go. Like it feels that way, just because he never want the lordship. He didn't want obviously to be king, and I just felt like I saw a lot of that coming. We all saw John, killing Daenerys, and
Of course.
that's obviously a part of Azor Ahai. And though the way they did that, by the way, was fucking cool, because for a second there I thought he wasn't gonna do it, and I was just like, son of a bitch.
I was looking at Stephanie and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm fucking done. And then like, okay.
yeah, and I guess for me again, like not to diss on it, because mind you, I kind of like that he did that because it really suits his character. Mind you, it just the fact that I had that feeling and that prediction, and it was it stood strong, because I don't want to know that, like, it's not like I'm a creative fucker anyway, you know what I mean? like it's just cool that I would have been cool to have been surprised, and if it was a better outcome. But mind you, this really suits the character.
I mean, I was surprised that Bran got chosen king.
Oh, see, actually, that was a big like.
I was like, what?
They broke one wheel and they
I mean,
got
it makes
two in
sense.
return.
Because in the books, like, he's the first POV chapter. So it makes sense that, it starts with him and ends with him. but the show sidelined him for an entire season, so that kind of makes it,
It's
fit.
kind of like out of the blue, like what?
Yeah,
what
yeah.
the
It makes it more out of the blue than probably the books would
when
be.
they said that too, like I'm like, well, fuck, this is where they showcase him, because I think I've been saying that throughout all the reviews. Like, when are they gonna showcase this fucker? Is he the Lord of Light? Like, when the fuck is this gonna happen?
When are we having
And
another
then-
flashback?
And then it happens, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But no, I was actually pretty happy with it. The more I thought about it, like it made sense.
But yeah.
So I think as far as Game of Thrones goes, like the general consensus is that the finale does not define the entire series.
That series.
I feel like it's for
but-
what's to come, though.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, the whole spin-off thing that they're gonna do, whatever. I mean, I just
Should we get an outside perspective?
Oh yeah,
I was
Andy.
gonna ask you.
Let's
Like,
get Andy in
do you
on
think
this.
in general a finale determines the show's greatness or badness? Or?
Well, it depends because I mean, keep in mind I watch what Juan calls shitty shows, and
The Flash is shitty.
It's not that shitty.
hey, thank you, Albie. It's not that shitty. But
The first season is amazing.
yeah,
That's
first
it.
season.
How many
Second
seasons are
season's
there?
okay.
It's
And
like 4, I think, at this point.
Not
Three-
the point.
no, there
Not
is-
the point.
It's
I think
5 seasons already.
yeah,
Continue.
and I love the I love the way they ended this season because it brought me back into the show.
Yeah.
Cause I was actually honestly losing it. I was just watching because I was like, "Well, I'm fucking 3 seasons deep, but like I can't stop."
Exactly. Yeah, that's how I feel too.
Yeah.
It's still going, right? So
Yeah,
there's no
it's still
finale
going.
yet. Oh, okay. I just
No,
thought-
no.
I'm,
There's
I'm
already
surprised too.
not
Yeah.
serious finale, no, but at least this season. But I mean, to speak to a serious season finale, like I don't know if you guys would watch Adventure Time when you guys were kids, or not kids, but like
Yeah, I mean, it came out when I was probably like what, 14?
Yeah.
What's Adventure Time?
What?
No, I'm just. No, seriously, I don't know what it
Dude,
is.
shut
Dude,
the
I've never
fuck
seen the
up.
show.
I don't know what it
This
is.
is the one thing you don't know.
So Adventure
Dude.
Time used to be was a Cartoon Network show that.
Making pancakes, making pancakes.
I mean, I didn't have cable when I was young, so
Bacon
Oh my
pancakes.
God, Albie! This came like out like mid 2000s, like.
I still didn't have cable. And I mean, that's why I don't know some like shows and movies and stuff.
I know what it is. and
Oh, I don't know shows,
never
movies,
even
but I
seen
can
it.
like pinpoint what they got on
I've seen
Rotten
all the
Tomatoes.
memes.
If I watched the movie,
So,
sure.
so how was that finale though?
Well, anyway, so like the way the story started, it wasn't it never was like a chronological thing, and I love the way like what they did, because eventually they started adding a story to it after maybe like season 3, and basically the basis of the story is like there's just one human that's living with a bunch of magical creatures, and they don't know how it got there. So, and if you see the opening sequence, is actually you could see reminiscence of like a war. You see an atom bomb like exploded there. You see dead bodies in the beginning of the show, like in the beginning theme of the show, and
Okay.
and for a long time, a lot of people were like, no, this is after like an atomic war or after like a war or something. And then the creator actually said like, no, yeah, it is. And then they started going through like everything, like who the Ice King is and everything. And then, well, anyways, it goes through a whole bunch of stuff just to get to this one point where it's like this happens or it doesn't, and it could either end the whole universe or it could keep keep going. And the season finale was fucking amazing. Like it ended every single thing perfectly.
Oh, shit.
And so much to the point where like Mandy here in the audience, she cried. I cried too a little bit because it was like great.
It's like a
it's-
bittersweet
It's
moment,
like a Game
just
of
to like.
Thrones, but animated basically at
Yeah.
some point because they go into war. in
What? Yeah,
different,
the different
like,
kingdoms, because there's different kingdoms.
yeah.
There's different things like that.
In
You know,
Adventure Time?
Yeah.
Yeah, Adventure Time. No, like it
He's
goes
interested
back-
now. Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes.
Like at the ending, I was like, this can't be. Like I was like, no.
I
Like,
need to find this
fucking
show.
cried.
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
yeah.
it's on Hulu.
It's an old
Yeah.
Cartoon
I mean,
Network
I've
show.
seen a couple episodes. Overall, it's super funny. I just didn't know that there's actual like a
Yeah,
actual
like,
plot that ends.
The way this
I
season
I thought it was
starts,
just like a show where you can just watch random episodes and there's no
Yeah,
like
like,
story
Well,
to
it's
it.
still
No,
random
no.
episodes,
you
yeah.
can, but how the way the season usually starts like continuing the story and then random episodes, and when it leads to the end of the season, they start peeking off into like,
Old stuff from
serialized
different
Yeah.
episodes. Seasons,
and
whatever.
that's one cool thing, like something that might have happened in season 2.
nostalgia stuff.
Like something that happened in season 2, they'll refer to it like in season fucking like 6. Like
Yeah.
Even in
Kinda like-
Comic Con, the guy who does Jake, who
Oh,
voices
which also
Jake.
voices Bender from
Yeah,
Futurama.
Bender from Futurama. He started crying like that bad because he was like, I don't want to end the show. So
Yeah.
it's like now that you're talking about it, I was like, I'm comparing it to that.
But yeah,
It was like
it was an amazing ending. I was not pissed at all. It gave it closure, and it
Yeah,
just it ended basically saying like, there's always gonna be somebody looking for adventure, and it just
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It
how
was
it
good.
ended.
like.
Yeah.
And the thing that I loved about it, it's like the show grew with you. Because it starts off all silly and then it starts getting, and then it
Gets all serious on you.
yeah, it starts
Yeah.
getting serious and serious and more serious, and then you're like, holy shit, like this is something I can relate to even in my
Yeah, there's
And
a
the
lot
age
of
that I'm
things
in
that
right now.
happen that you're like, holy fuck, like this actually happened to me. before. Like it's weird. I don't know. It's
yeah
a
talking
crazy-
dog that stretches talk
It's
to
a
me.
crazy show.
I just
So I recommend it.
I want to watch it. I've never heard.
Into it.
I think
Heard
you're
of
full of
it.
shit that you've never heard of it.
I've never
Dude,
heard
for
of
real,
it, dude. No, I'm
I've
serious.
kinda
like
blows my
you've
mind
never
that
seen
you
it,
don't
right? But
know.
you know what the
I've
fucking
seen
show
a couple
is.
episodes,
Like
yeah.
I didn't have cable for the first like 19 years of my life.
okay, so first 19
So there's a
years-
lot of shows that I don't
When
know.
were you- okay, so what year did you have cable?
Like about 2014.
All right,
13.
that's okay. You for sure had to seen that show.
Yeah.
That's why he has
No,
Plex.
but you
He has
see
his
when
own server for-
when we got cable in 2014, 2013, we had it for like a month in the room that me and my brother watched movies and stuff. But then my mom took it off because we stopped using it. We started using Netflix a lot more,
Okay.
and then we just never really used cable because then after a while she just stopped paying for it.
So you had access to the internet, right?
Yeah,
So and you obviously had friends that would watch the show.
no, I've never heard any of my friends
Show
talking
this
about.
guy a fucking picture and he's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I've seen that."
No, I have
It's
not.
the guy who almost looks like a rabbit.
He's wearing like a
Right.
blue
Yeah.
jumpsuit with a green backpack.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Talking
And a
dog,
white
making-
hoodie.
Making pancakes.
Bacon pancakes,
No,
bacon,
but
bacon
I'm
pancakes.
serious. Like because I didn't have
Now
cable
it's some bacon
in a lot
pancakes.
of different ways.
The original Ice King.
Oh, also another cool fact. I love the people.
Albie,
Another cool fact.
here it
No,
comes.
no, it,
No,
it-
I've
Ah,
never seen
bullshit.
No, I'm serious, dude. Like, hey,
It blows my mind.
there's movies that he's told me about. If I've seen, I've never seen them. I've heard of them, but the TV show I've never heard.
It's just pretty modern. It's like the last good part of Cartoon Network.
yeah.
Pretty
You
much.
see, the only Cartoon
Pretty
Network
much.
shows I remember is like
Powerpuff Girls.
that. No, yeah, Powerpuff Girls or
But you
Dexter's.
didn't have
Samurai
Or
Jack.
No, like-
2014.
No, but well, because those shows
Eddie
you would
and
see like
Eddie.
whenever you go to like the doctor's office and stuff like that, and they had like.
Oh,
TV.
you're
Cow
right.
Chicken.
I will sympathize with you there because before I had cable, I would.
Did you ever
actually-
watch Cow Chicken?
I would watch
Hell yeah, dude.
the Acme Hour on when I would go to the dentist.
Yeah, exactly. And so the only shows I remember of Cartoon Network is Scooby Doo, like Dexter's Laboratory, or
Dexter's Laboratory.
what's it called?
So how,
With
Or Johnny Bravo. I think that's
yeah,
yeah, like
that's that's like mid '90s, late '90s.
that's the Cartoon Network I know more.
and
about.
then came along Adult Swim.
I don't know any modern cartoon. You see, I know Robot Chicken. You
Yeah.
know.
Oh.
But
Robot Chicken
Yeah.
wasn't that bad.
Dude,
What? Some of them are pretty bad, but
I mean, Claymation, bro.
it's not claymation. They use action figures.
What's it?
Seth the Green, regular right? show.
Seth Green
What about it?
was one of the voice actors.
Yeah, Seth
was
Green is
a
actually the
good
creator and the writer for the show.
That's
In
one
the
of my
voice
All right.
favorites.
Anyways, back to the topic, John.
back to the topic.
How about you? Do you have a show that, you know, a series finale that made or broke it or made it?
Well,
whatever
going
the
back
fuck.
to what we're talking in the beginning about what show we're watching again. Breaking Bad for me was one of the shows that really grew on me. Just from beginning to end, it was just like you get so attached to the characters, et cetera, et cetera. You just go through this journey of what they're. I mean, Walter White and Jesse Pinkman, Aaron Paul, whatever. They're total opposites, but they connect in a weird way. Obviously, this guy, he's a chemistry teacher, whatever, has cancer, and he's trying to support his family, but then he just turns into a meth fucking cook whatever. You know, it's just the journey that they go through and how corrupt it is. Once it comes to the season finale, you know, it was just something that I was. It was really good because, you know, again, it's all spoilers here.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
I mean, have you
I
seen
think
the
most
show?
of us
Have
seen
y'all
Breaking
No,
Bad.
I've seen. I was actually gonna
I've
talk to
seen
you
it.
about it, like, and ask you the opinion about like the actual ending.
That was one of the 8 that I watched.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Did you like?
That's because it's just like, you know,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
been suffering throughout the whole season with his condition.
Who?
Fun. Sorry, no, keep going.
No,
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 I'm just
but,
asking for beer. Can you give me-
He's been suffering this whole season with his condition,
Which one?
et cetera, et
Turkey
cetera.
Turkey?
Trying to support the family. That's the whole
Yeah.
premise of what his, you know, what he's trying to do, just to support the family. And you know, things are going good for him. Shit turns upside down, and then everyone
That
fucking
might be fizzy.
hates him, whatever. But at the end, I just really do like. I want to try it.
Okay.
He's allergic to pears.
It's
Oh, no,
turkey.
you would have
No, but yeah, just the way it ended, like
I mean, the,
I think he was just really just trying to save Jesse,
Ex-
just start a new life.
I mean, what I think it
Because-
was, or not to cut you off. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I think what it was like, he knew that he had fucked up so
Yeah.
much because he didn't have to keep going. Because remember,
He put a lot of people in bad situations.
Yeah, like his
'Cause of
family,
yeah.
especially Pinkman.
Mhm, Jesse.
Yeah.
Uncle Hank.
Uncle Hank, exactly.
He put like even his own damn kid in school and shit.
Yeah,
you know,
because he could have stopped because at one point in the show his cancer was cured.
yeah, it was good, and then boom, all of a sudden just
Yeah,
comes
but
back.
for some reason he just kept going.
Yep, he just kept going because you know he fell in love with what he was just in control of, and he was in control of people, but at a certain point he just flipped on him, and once he lost all control, that's where he just
Yeah, well, what he does where he calls us, what was it, Goodman,
Mhm.
and he just
Saul
disappears.
Goodman.
Saul Goodman. Which after this question, I'm asking another question, by the way. So, well, not question, but basically, like,
Yeah.
I like the way
It's your
that
statement.
the way the short is basically like him getting redemption. Like he sends all the money to his son, even though his son tells him off on the phone.
Well, it's 'cause he was talking to his
Walter
son.
White gets redemption.
Yeah, like within himself. Yeah, he does.
He dies
Well,
a
his-
villain.
Well, he does because his son wasn't accepting the money. But
Yeah.
the only way he was able to give the money to his son was because he went back to his old friend, and he threatened them, just like whatever.
Yeah, to give all the money,
Like on his
the-
birthday.
yeah.
I mean, I don't. Yeah.
Wait,
On top.
wait, Albie.
I don't know.
The cabinet on top of the stove.
And then after that, I mean, he just doesn't decide to stop there. He goes to where Pinkman is being held captive.
Yeah.
And
To rescue him because you know he put him in all that fucking hell
at the
from
end,
beginning to end.
So what's the discussion?
Yes, I
Yeah,
I was
no.
just saying that,
Like, honestly, I'm a
Wait,
little
so-
lost
so
on that one.
it's not a
We're just
discussion. It's just
talking about the finale of
But-
it.
So okay, one question would be: if Walter White had said lived in the end, would that have been disappointing to you, or would that have still been satisfying? Would that have made or break the series?
Let me
I
ask you
would
this:
wanna know.
how would he be living?
No, just he didn't get shot, and he, still survived and was able to escape the cops, and you cut away as Jesse's driving away, Walter's, walking away.
Wait, you're asking a what if, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, it's a
never
what
mind. Never
if.
mind. I'm
Yeah.
chiming on
No.
that. If
No,
it's a
no.
what if, never mind.
No, just if something like that would happen, would that be satisfying or disappointing in terms of like what it does for the overall series?
I'd be disappointed by it because
I
he's
would
been
too.
running throughout the whole show.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be disappointed because at that
He's
point,
been in incognito mode.
at that point, Walter White is a villain. And there's nothing he's ever gonna do that's gonna erase all the bad that he's done. No matter how much good. And even in the end, when he saves Jesse,
That's why he saved Jesse, just so that he can just take all the fucking.
well, you see, in the end, when he saves Jesse, the entire show, he's always been controlling Jesse, and even in that sense,
That's why.
he still
Oh, yeah?
controls Jesse by saving him. It's almost like a twisted way of saving Jesse, because he saves Jesse, but what does Jesse have to go back to? Nothing. You know what I mean? Because Walter took it all away.
We'll find out.
At least it's
Well,
not changed.
obviously,
Well,
yeah. Now that they have
yeah.
that epilogue
Oh,
movie
yeah.
that
Yeah.
they're making,
Mhm.
The other thing I was gonna ask, like, I know we already asked because what we watching, but have you been keeping up with?
Breaking-
Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the. I'm like halfway through the season 2. So
Oh man, I'm in season 4. It's really good.
Yeah.
Like his origin story.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so
damn. No, actually, I'm probably like on season 3.
for all you guys, has there ever been, like, if you really had to think about it, has there ever been a finale that you watch in a TV show that was so disappointing that you just didn't want to see it again?
Game
Yeah.
of Thrones. I'm just.
Nah, I don't think
I'm
so.
joking.
No.
I was actually.
Honestly,
That's actually what I was gonna go to my point.
Yeah,
on.
well,
But y'all can
before
chime
we
in.
get to the bad, I got one series finale that I really enjoyed, and it's a show that I watched by myself first, and then like every other show that's really good, I get Stephanie into it. But Sons of Anarchy, I don't know if any of y'all have watched Sons of Anarchy from beginning to end.
I never finished that one.
I've been
Okay,
wanting
so
to
like,
watch
I only saw season 2.
Dude,
But that's
Sons
it.
of Anarchy.
yeah, so Sons of Anarchy is like super old, so I don't give a shit if I give y'all spoilers in case you
I
don't
know,
watch
it's all
it.
good.
Oh,
Dude, I really want to
It's
see
like
it.
A long list of shit I want.
I really want to see it.
You really want to see it? Well, you're about to get some motherfucking spoilers.
Right now, then.
So,
I'll go to the bathroom.
John's going
sorry,
to the
I
restroom.
got to tell you about the finale, man. How it is.
The window.
Man, this show came out like the last season came out like shit. I was still living with my dad at the time. It was like 15, 14. Yes. When?
Who cares? It's
It's
going.
14 and you were already living with your mom again.
Oh,
But did we watch the series finale together? No, I watched it first.
Oh, yeah, they had already finished.
Oh, it's on my Facebook. Anyway, I'll fact check the date. 'Cause- no, it's because I was like, oh no, I
You'll
can't believe it's
fact check
over.
it?
No, actually, I think it did end in 2014.
You want to be a fucking grammar Nazi? I can fucking fight you on that, bitch.
No, it did,
It's
it
not
did
grammar
end
if you
in
use a long
2014.
wrong
God
word.
damn.
It is grammar.
It was
Breaking
2014.
Bad Part
Andy,
2.
dude, Andy,
It was 2014 going like.
Andy's the
to
master of
15,
grammar.
Like,
I think it did end
It's
in
not grammar if you use the wrong word.
That's bullshit. You are not the master. of
I am
grammar.
not.
You can barely read.
Game with the
it
Trundle.
was
Yeah.
once,
Yeah.
I remember you telling me about that. So
Okay.
it was 2014.
I don't
Okay, so anyways, guys, completely off track. So the series starts off with pretty much the main guy in this entire story is Jack Teller, which is Charlie Hunnam, and you know they're gun runners. He's part of this club, you know, this motorcycle club called obviously Sons of Anarchy, right? And throughout the entire story, they kind of talk about his dad because it picks up, you know. Shit, I forgot exactly where it picks up, but it picks up and it starts talking about how his dad was, you know, used to be the president of the club and how he died and how it was an accident and like a bunch of shit happens throughout the seasons, but little by little you start getting hints that, you know, his stepdad, which his mom is married to now, Clay Morrow, which is Ron Perlman. So you start getting hints that he's the one who ultimately he's the one who ultimately, you know, planned to get him killed, right? So as the seasons go, more and more starts coming out and you find out that the mom's involved too, that the mom was involved in him losing his dad, and at the very end you finally get closure. Around season 5 he kills Clay Morrow, which is his stepfather. You know, he finally gets that revenge because there's actually like a civil war between them where, you know, Clay Morrow actually turns into the villain and then he, you know, he's off doing his own thing, and Jax Teller eventually ends up killing him, and then towards the very end he finally finds out that his mom was, you know, the reason that all this shit happened. You know, not only did she kill his dad or planned on killing him, but his wife died because of Gemma, which is Katie Seagal.
Yeah.
Right? So ultimately Jax Teller's, you know, mom killed his wife and his dad, and the series kind of ends with him actually knowing what he has to do, and it's like a code that they live by, and he actually ends up killing his mom. He kills his own mom, and it hurts him. It hurts him, right? I remember when he shoots her, and then he kind of goes out the way his dad went out, and the last thing you see is just, you know, he's sitting on his motorcycle and he just kind of spreads his arms out, and then you don't really see it happen, but he just fucking gets like taken by an 18-wheeler the exact same way his dad dies, and for some reason that was just so fulfilling for me.
He spreads his arms out.
Yeah,
Like Jesus.
that was the only weird thing. I guess he did it kind of like in like, okay, like fuck it, I'm free, because he like puts his arms out and he just picks his head up and then fucking 18-wheeler just takes him.
Yeah.
Right before he did that, he went around killing a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
He was just, yeah.
Yes.
So
There
it
you go.
was like a suicide.
Kinda. He was kind of like on a death mission. He knew he was
Yeah,
gonna get
yeah.
out.
Very
Yeah,
accepting of like, fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it was a death
So-
wish.
Yeah, but
like-
just because I said he spread his arms
Oh.
out, Abby doesn't want to watch it anymore.
You know, I was zoning out the whole time, so I
Thanks for
only-
listening. Thanks for listening, you fucking asshole.
No, I
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
because I wanted to see the show.
I
so
always listen to you. Thank you.
I've never seen anything you haven't seen.
So guys, there's gonna be a shirt that says "fuck Albie." If you want the shirt, it'll be $10.
25.
It's not even worth $10.
I paid 25 for that.
And then,
And like I said, I really wanted to watch the show.
and then
I just
another
didn't
one
want to
that
listen to any of the
said, "Abby
spoilers.
never
Well, man,
watched Game of Thrones."
You're 5 years late, so I'm sorry.
I know, just 5 years late to a lot of things.
I could go down a list.
Mic
here.
drop.
Literally, like,
All right,
fuck
so
off.
as far as an
Everybody.
ending that ended up being fucking shitty, I know Herrera has a couple.
Shit. Well, actually, not shitty, man. Oddly enough, I'm gonna list what I fucking saw last night. Futurama's series finale.
That was great.
Yep, it was fucking great. That 70s show. That season fucking sucked, but it ended fucking great.
How did it end?
Kind
I
of
don't
like The
remember.
Office.
Huh? Fuck. Well, I mean,
Man,
Yes.
I really
The
do
Office
need to watch
just
some
gets bad
episodes,
when
man. I haven't
Michael
seen a
leaves,
lot.
first of
That's
all.
why. So
But
it's
that
bad.
70s show ends basically
Yeah,
where
because
it's the end of the 70s,
Huh?
and they're going into the new year.
It's because I'm saying I don't watch a lot of like TV series. Like I've seen Futurama, but like not all the way through. That 70s show I've seen some of it, but not all the way through.
Well, then I'm about to spoil it.
It's fine.
So,
It don't matter, dude.
Cool,
Don't
dude.
matter.
point is,
I'm already like
He's
a
not
1,000
gonna
years
remember.
late.
He's not
Keep
gonna remember.
going.
point is, it's the end of the 70s. At this point,
Fucking drink this one.
Eric is gone. Michael Kelso is gone. So the show was shitty towards the last season. But basically, Kelso shows up again, and he's a fucking dumbass. He's the reason that show kept going the way it did. And then Eric, being the typical dumbass, doesn't get his flight on time, and all this shit, all this build up. Fez and Jackie basically end up together, which is such a weird thing.
Oh, what?
But
I mean,
everyone in a sense saw it come in, but it's really cool because she dated everyone out of the fucking group, so except Eric.
that's true.
so
Kelso Hyde.
it's like a typical high school story, and then he shows up at the very end, and they have the one last circle, and
The circle.
gotta wear the dumbass helmet if you get up there last, and then Kelso wears it, and then they just count off into the I guess 1980s. basically.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it was
Couple
satisfying
episodes.
for me because it just kind of brought a closure to that era. It showed everyone growing up and just kind of doing their own thing because basically everyone moved forward with the rest of their life, and that's why I enjoyed it. Obviously saw The Office again. The way that ends is fucking cool. The whole documentary spin on it, and
Yeah.
that's what actually made it good out of that entire season because that
I
season
cried.
sucked. It was super good. What else did I see? Man, I saw way too many. I saw Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad's amazing. I saw How I Met Your Mother. That's probably the one everyone says they hate,
I hate that.
but I don't think
That's
it's.
like the worst.
I read about it, and I
So-
just think, what's the fucking point?
So yeah, see, everyone's saying what's the fucking point, but I mean the whole point is that it's fucking life. You know what I
Nah.
mean? It's this bittersweet ending because it's a 2-part episode, and the first one basically describes how they legitimately met. The second part's kind of like the epilogue and what happens where he marries her and all this stuff, and in the end she dies.
I mean, maybe I need to,
She croaks.
Huh?
maybe I need to actually see it, but just from what I
Thanks, man. I
read, it
haven't
was
seen
just
that
like,
show.
I don't
It was
watch
so
it.
much
Yeah.
why,
build-up
you know,
to just-
if it was Robin all along, like,
I mean, it's because he just get back to her. It doesn't, the whole point is the journey. I mean, like, he's talking about this journey of, obviously that's not involving the mom, but how he gets there. And it's such a big deal to me, in my opinion, because it all led to her. And he talks about, like, I loved her. And then at the point where he's at, she's been dead for 6 years at that point.
yeah.
So then he's basically saying to the kids, like, I would like to move on. Would you allow that? And the kids were like, fuck yeah. Like, I mean, it's been 6 years. She's gone. We know you love her. You still love her. But, go after the person who was at one point the love of your life. And now you're going back to that. And it's not a weird thing. I think it's a great callback to the whole fucking show because it started where it ended, or it ends where it started. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool. I mean, regardless, that entire show is fucking hilarious.
I need to
Though it's a
see
huge
the last
ripoff from
season.
Friends. I also saw Friends.
Friends is
Finale.
not good.
The finale to Friends is probably the
Never
weakest out of
seen
all
it.
of them.
Never seen it? I have
Not a
to
single
wait.
episode.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the Seinfeld finale?
I was about to mention
Oh,
that.
wow.
Actually, no, I
He
haven't.
was
Oh
watching
man,
that
it's such a
today.
great finale.
Right, it is.
Yeah.
Dude, a lot of people don't like it, but I
sure.
think it's a perfect ending.
Sepa la madre.
Seinfeld?
You never seen
Yeah, I've
Seinfeld?
seen Seinfeld.
Seinfeld is such a great
It
show,
was
man.
like
It's
listening
the
for
dialogue.
So,
See, Seinfeld's
A lot of
good. I just haven't
sitcoms
seen the
are not
finale.
nice.
Spoiler alert,
uh,
they all...
do y'all mind? Wait
yeah, do you
first.
mind?
I actually kind of want to see it.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
don't
Because
do
You're-
it.
it's pretty good.
You're pretty. You're late to the party though, man. I
That's fair.
spoiled.
Yeah, that was
30 years late.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's
Oh,
fair.
okay, so, spoiler alert, they all end up in jail.
We're not gonna tell you how, but they all end up in jail.
It doesn't sound satisfying at all, but I'll watch
Oh,
But you see-
the way it ends, it's pretty satisfying.
it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it and I'll find
Yeah,
out.
I mean, just, like, to not get too much into the spoilers of the finale, besides the fact that they end up in jail. I think
ruined.
I think
So
them
nice.
ending up. I think them ending up in jail is perfect because the whole point of the show is the fact that, like other shows, usually you have like a message per episode, right? And the characters grow and they learn and stuff. But Seinfeld, they don't.
They
grow.
don't.
They don't
They stay
learn.
the same. They're
Yeah.
all assholes.
Yeah, they stay the same. So the fact that they end up in jail is a pretty fitting, end to their.
And the way they end up in jail is pretty like hilarious.
So you guys have never seen a finale that's been disappointing?
Man,
Like so disappointing that you didn't want to
oh,
rewatch.
I think the one finale that I saw that I was just like, what the fuck? It was Lost. But I watched Lost when I was young.
I'm so glad
okay.
someone brought that
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
I'm
So like,
glad someone
I
brought that
watched
up.
Lost when I was young, and it finished. But even like the last season or two, I was just like, what the fuck is going on,
Yeah, that's
bro?
interesting.
So first of all, that show did take a fucking hard left, dude.
It did.
Like the
It was
minute like they
okay.
went back in time, and then there's the bomb, and it resets everything. Everything's fucking
And they go
bullshit.
back
Yeah.
on the island.
But
and
There was a bomb?
Just to explain the
know that.
finale, though, it's based off Catholicism because that's
Yeah.
all basically purgatory,
yeah.
and that's
I don't know what the fuck
basically
you're talking about.
Rapture.
No, it's purgatory. Purgatory is like the place
it's
you're.
like the center of where like in between of like heaven and
Hell.
Like
Basically,
when you're
it's,
dead.
it's
It's like a
basically the
rapture
waiting
in a way.
room when you're waiting to go to see the doctor.
Yeah, and the doctor's gonna tell you.
Essentially.
The
Essentially, yeah.
doctor's gonna tell you whether you have cancer or not.
Heard.
Cancer
Well,
being
not that
hell.
hardcore. Like,
And that, which is not necessarily a satisfying ending,
that
but
the peril?
definitely like that. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't satisfying. That's another one. And yeah,
I think for sure
Turkey dinner.
the most satisfying part was to see that Jack, the main character, became like he was always a man of science, and he finally became like a man of faith, And that show totally champions like how important faith is, and not necessarily faith in like God or something like that, but just faith in general, faith in your friends, faith in the people around you. You know what I mean? The fact that Jack changes into that, like that's like the most satisfying part of the ending. The whole purgatory stuff is just it's
kind of like just lines all
yeah
that.
yeah. But the fact that it ends right where it starts, but changes the context of that completely, it's pretty satisfying.
It's all right. I think
feel
if there's
it's
one I have to talk about that was really shitty, which everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" One, Pretty Little Liars series finale was
I've never seen
fucking
Pretty
bullshit.
Little Liars.
I don't know what the fuck.
Just
I have not seen a single fucking episode.
guys,
Yeah,
have you-
yeah, don't,
Solo.
I did.
Solo.
Dude, there's so many plot
Toxic
twists.
masculinity.
There's so much plot
I
twist
didn't
within the
even
plot
get
twist. Like it is
I
ridiculous.
didn't even get into Gilmore. We both didn't even get into Gilmore Girls.
No one,
Gilmore Girls
no
is a
one
great
did.
show.
What the fuck?
Yo, let's talk about One Tree Hill.
I've never seen that.
Honestly, I'm gonna talk about One Tree Hill because One Tree Hill, it's not a
Give her
show.
the mic.
Like One Tree Hill is not a show that a lot of people would see just because it got filmed like early 2000s, and it's very like any other show. It either the people are super rich or they have a lot of drama. One Tree Hill's not like that. They're just like your typical small city regular high school students. But
Like
there's so many
Dawson's Creek.
seasons. There's so many seasons that even the season finale, it didn't disappoint you, and it still didn't make the whole show like shitty or like it just didn't disappoint you because even though the two main characters left seasons before, there was still a lot of character development. They still like introduced a lot of new characters that still made the whole show like overall really good.
Yeah, doesn't
Wait,
it like
wait,
There was
flash?
never like any speed
No,
bump.
wait.
Yeah.
Doesn't it like flash?
It all flowed.
Flash into the future where like now they have kids and now
Yeah, so like it
Topanga.
even goes after them going into high school. They have kids and stuff like that, and like
Okay.
so it was
I'm-
like a really
Wow.
like nice ending.
Dude.
Do you like the finale
I love
more than Game of Thrones, or do you
Game
like Game of
of
Thrones
Thrones.
more than?
No, that's not the question, dude. The
No,
question
no. It's
No,
interesting.
I mean,
It's
it's-
interesting.
it's fair.
I
Which
wanna
finale do you
say-
like more?
I want to say One Tree Hill more,
Huh.
just because to
Can I
them
take?
they
Can
all
I try it
just
before you drink
One
it?
Tree Hill they all just said that their goodbyes, like you know,
Why, you
hey,
don't
we're
want
gonna
it?
focus on our family.
hey guys, I'm trying to listen.
We're just gonna, you know.
Here.
They just started reminiscing on how they got to the point that they were,
That's interesting.
and just like then Game of Thrones is like more of a bittersweet feeling,
Right.
Yeah.
and it was a little bit rushed, so that's the only.
So are you
Yeah.
are you comparing it? Or?
No, she's
No,
not
no.
comparing. She's just throwing in her 2 cents about
Oh, okay.
a series
No, I was
finale.
asking. Did you guys ever watch Smallville?
Yes.
Smallville, yes.
It ended terribly. I don't know why I watch all of
Fuck
it.
out of here. Small.
Wait,
yeah,
did-
it was
did-
pretty disappointing.
How about did anybody watch the House from beginning to end?
Yes.
Dude, House was a really good one, man.
It
Like,
was.
what's the name of the doctor that diagnosed cancer? What's his
Is it called?
like the actual title for a cancer doctor? What's his fucking shit?
Cancerologist.
Cancerologist.
The name of a cancer doctor?
Cancerologist.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh, you talking about his friend?
yes. I'm asking in general. What is the name of a doctor?
cancer
that
doctor.
died?
Wait, let me Google that.
That's not the
shit.
name of. That's not cancer doctor.
Because you can't just
The
say
name
like,
of a
hey,
cancer doctor.
Jackal.
hold up.
Anyways, so
House is a good show.
yeah.
And that guy's a great
Oncologist. There you go. So like, I don't remember his name because when I saw the series finale.
on call.
Okay, everybody, I know it's oncologist. So,
We get it.
Oncologist? No, I'm just kidding.
Let's all come down. Let's hear what Carlos has to say.
Yeah.
so the entire series, you have this one friend. I don't know what his name is, man. I can't believe I don't remember his name. But he's the one, having to deliver the bad news of like, you got cancer, you're gonna die from cancer, and at the end, turns out that he has cancer, and it's something that he can't really live with. And House, I don't remember, but I know House was somewhat of a dick about it. But it basically ends with both of them like just kind of taking their motorcycles and just riding off, and it's kind of like he didn't have much time to live, and they were just gonna go out and just I guess
Live their life.
live their life until he passes, and it actually ends very like heartfelt, and like you just like shed a tear.
And then in that episode, he's like stuck in a building where like it's on fire and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And he's looking like at all the past things that have happened to him. And stuff
Exactly,
like that.
and then like he in like a previous season, that oncologist, like he loses his wife, and I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all ever saw that episode,
Mhm.
dude, but holy fuck, man!
It's
Like
really
I
sad.
think that was one episode, that I could say like hurt me more than anything from Game of Thrones hurt me, man. Like just seeing him hold her, knowing that she was gonna die.
I'm
dude.
gonna watch that now.
Dude,
since
you
said
need to
that.
fucking
Since
watch
you
it,
said that,
dude.
I'm gonna watch that.
When the oncologist, I don't know what his name is, but the oncologist, his wife is about to die, and he's like holding her. Dude, yes, so fuck. They bring her back to life. So like they bring her back to life, but she's living through like a machine that keeps her heart pumping. But it,
Life
yeah,
support kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
James Wilson.
James Wilson, there you go.
Yeah.
So she's living through this, through this machine, but I mean she can't stay attached to a machine forever,
Yeah.
right? So. Like her final moments are just like laying down in like their bed, and like, dude, fuck, man, you all need to see that, dude. Like
No, it's
it
really good.
broke me, dude.
It's
It
really good.
broke me. I
mean, the whole-
I cried.
You know what movie made me cry? I Am Sam.
Oh, come on.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
Okay,
I
yeah.
know. I'm just saying.
That one
So-
made me. I mean, I cried to almost.
So wait, one show that needs a series finale is Teen Titans.
Oh, they're bringing it back.
Oh yeah.
I've never watched
Teen Titans?
I haven't confirmed that.
I thought they did.
No,
Well,
I've never watched Teen Titans.
it's amazing.
I watched a
Damn
couple
it,
episodes
Albie.
here and there.
I told you I didn't have cable, bro.
I
Teen
never
Titans
finished
amazing.
it.
neither did I,
The
Albie.
original
I found
show,
ways.
right? Not the one that like came out with like maybe like a couple.
No, the Cartoon Network.
The
No,
Cartoon
the,
Network.
the
No,
original
the
one,
original.
not
Like
Go.
as a WB or like.
Teen Titans Go.
There's an
Yeah, not
original,
that one,
there's
no.
one that they
Yeah,
showed
Regular
now,
Teen
which is
There's an
Titans.
original.
shitty. Yeah, the original.
The
one-
original
Fuck,
one though.
Avatar.
Dude,
Avatar.
Last
dude.
Airbender.
I've never seen Avatar.
Cause it's
Give
different
me the
pirates.
mic.
and-
Give me the
mic.
Dude, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I've never
Dude,
seen
that,
Avatar.
First of all, it
You've
didn't.
never seen it?
Yeah.
I've never seen
Avatar's
Avatar.
a kids. You never seen it?
I actually just bought
It's fucking
I
great.
actually just bought the collection.
I've never
Yeah.
seen.
I have the collection on my Xbox, the entire thing.
The original
So good.
Last Airbender is Legend of Korra is good.
No, we're not
But-
talking about that one.
Last Airbender is fucking amazing.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah,
And
we-
it ends
we
I've
got
been wanting to see it, but
the
I haven't.
animated
That's a series you need to watch.
It ends really.
Amazing.
It ends really good. The only thing I was like, fuck, is that they didn't elaborate at all, even with the Legend of Korra, like, cause you know where
Yeah, his origin.
Zuko. No,
Well, no, not
No. where Zuko goes to the cell where they have the Fire Lord, and he asks,
His dad.
"Where's my mom?"
Yeah. They never. Where the fuck's the mom?
It leaves you to fill in the
Perny-
blanks, bro.
So
You know what it
finales.
was? Avatar, the movie.
No.
We're good in their bed.
Don't.
No,
And I was gonna mention another series because you mentioned House, and then we're running another series that
Don't
didn't
say
end.
ER.
No. It's actually a comical series. It's Scrubs.
I fucking knew it.
Oh.
I knew he was gonna call that.
That's actually okay. I can give you that. That's actually what I should
A
have thought.
Fortnite dance came out of it.
And they got sued for it.
Did they really?
Yeah, but-
he sued.
Yeah, but he
I
didn't
would have
win.
too.
Oh no, I know he didn't win, but
The
he got
actual
sued for
actor?
it. Yeah, he sued.
Dude, well, how did he not win? That was like exactly the same.
'Cause it's
thing.
not his
it's not,
dance.
it's not a trademark. Like,
Yeah.
You can't trademark a dance.
Yeah, you
I
can
mean,
only
you're right,
trademark
just like
choreography.
When Apple just
Oh, he tried
tried to sue people for like, I made circular rectangles.
Fuck Metallica for fucking suing everyone on Napster.
Was it
Yeah.
Fortnite?
That's
Alright,
what
so-
it is.
Let's wrap up this topic.
Finales.
But anyways, I was just talking about Scrubs. Y'all remember how the original series ended and then the reboot?
Yeah,
I don't remember the reboot at all.
the
Dude, we
reboot.
watched
The reboot actually has James Franco's little brother.
Yeah.
Dave Franco. Yeah.
He's like he's the.
That went over my head,
what do you
For
call
sure.
it? What would
Okay,
you
so
call
what's the
it?
point?
So yeah, so what finale are we talking about?
Scrubs.
Scrubs. And that's
But the reboot or
No,
the
the
original?
No,
regular
I'm
one.
talking about the
Like
whole whole thing.
series,
Like
yeah.
it did not end well for me. Like I was.
You know
pretty-
that's funny,
Why?
like because when it rebooted, it didn't actually like made it apparent that it was a reboot beyond the fact that there was a different cast and stuff, and the fact that that series ends with that reboot season, and doesn't really have like a finale to everything. That's probably something that would be disappointing. But I mean, like any sitcom, I don't think a finale would make me not want to rewatch certain episodes. and
Yeah,
whatnot.
like you're
Yeah.
right because I did watch 30 episodes again, but
yeah.
to know that I'm getting to that point again, it's like fuck.
And he didn't let me watch the reboot because
Oh, yeah,
he's
'cause
like,
it's bad.
Like he's like it's so bad because I
Yeah, it's
was
pretty
into
terrible.
Scrubs, like so
It's okay.
hardcore when I would watch it on Comedy Central.
But I guess I mean overall, we all
I
pretty
ended
much.
up watching it anyway. Sorry to cut you off, but like
No,
I
it's
ended
okay.
sorry, I ended up watching it anyways, and I was like, yeah, this is shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like why? Why did
I mean-
you do this to myself?
Yeah, I mean, I think overall we pretty much agree that finales don't always dictate whether the show itself overall
from Mexico.
is great or bad in terms of, you know,
Yeah, I think my final decision on that is like finale won't necessarily determine that for me.
yeah, because
Yeah, because going back to Game of Thrones,
get a
not
fucking please?
not the strongest, but I still love the entire series. I
Yeah.
will watch Game of Thrones over and over
and
again.
you're gonna rewatch, yeah,
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
Fuck
Oh yeah,
that.
always.
Yeah.
Next year, I'm totally gonna restart that.
yeah,
What show?
completely.
Game of Thrones.
Oh, for
But
sure.
yeah,
dude.
so
That's why you put on your.
now we're
headphones,
gonna
dude.
go into our second
Yeah,
beer
that's
break.
exactly why.
Thank God. Negro
Right, we're
Russian.
gonna go to our second
Yeah,
beer break.
let's go beer break.
Beer
and we'll
break.
be right
So
back.
who's gonna-
Hey guys, welcome back to Beer Break. We're here on our second beer break. We're gonna take some more shots of Ivana bitch and chug some more beer. So here we go. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Ivana is a bitch.
She is.
Yeah, that shot's not bad at all, dude. I could totally just sip on that all day.
Surprise right there.
Oh god damn it, dude! I can't do that.
You're gonna get better, Albie. After like 50 episodes.
Fuck is
I
this?
feel
San
you're gonna get
Antonio
better.
Zoo beer being.
Oh, brain freeze.
Oh. Just gotta make sure I release all the CO2 for this next part.
Yeah.
You angry.
I was actually gonna ask you for a glass.
Oh, that's true. You're gonna chug another.
As a surprise.
Yeah.
PBR and then Clemson versus.
Huh? Question mark?
We almost done,
Oh,
bro. You got another one.
Right.
Yeah. It was
Hector
the
part
soda,
the Queen
but
of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah, I drink
The PBR, brother?
Yeah, dude.
you
So I
drank
bought-
both for him.
Can I? Wait, beer. I'm just asking for a beer.
Isn't that the name of the podcast?
It is. And then Steph's gonna announce
It's
it.
not the first time you heard this. I'm gonna.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Alright guys, so next segment that we're doing Carlos versus Albie in the Game of Thrones trivia. I'm a snob of Game of Thrones game. So basically, these guys are gonna go at it with trivia, and it's gonna be fun because they're about to chug another beer. So let's see how this goes. So commence the chug.
Let it be known that Albie's drinking a PBR. Yes, it's bigger and more, but mine's probably a little bit heavier than his. So
Let it be known I don't drink beer.
let's go.
You're the one who wanted the challenge.
There you go.
So go.
We drink and we know things.
They drink and they know things.
Chug, 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 chug.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Boom!
I can't. Oh my god.
I mean,
Smells
do
like
we,
shit.
do we start without him finishing?
No, yes, finish it.
You have to finish it. Oh, holy shit. Throw a random rule out right now. Since he can't finish it, I get to.
Oh, not that.
Alright, guys. Okay. Since Albie cannot. Couldn't finish it and you're still going, I get the first question. So you have the upper hand.
And we have for the night. So
My
y'all
wife.
enjoy. Yes, Carlos's wife. So he's clearly gonna win this. But he's not playing.
And then you got Mandy, she's a score taker. Alright, let's get this shit
Okay, are
started.
y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right.
I get the first
Here
question.
we go.
Yeah.
It's still going. He still gets the first question regardless. Remember.
I already finished. Come on, go.
You didn't buy this? I bought it myself.
Go with the first question. Go. I won't
Okay,
touch
first
the
question. What is the Iron Bank's representative played
Ah,
by
goddamn.
Mark Gatiss called?
Wait. Go, say that again.
Or Gatiss? What is the Iron Bank's representative played by Mark Gatiss called?
Oh,
No, you don't get the question.
No, but I
But
don't
he
fucking
doesn't
know,
know.
it. I don't know it, so go.
Tycho. His first name is Tycho.
That is correct.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
1 point for the Albie.
No.
No. I said Tycho. So
I mean, you should know the full name.
Yeah, so I say half points.
no,
Shut the fuck up.
no. I said Tycho.
No,
at
he
one point.
gets a full point.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know anything.
Yes, it's Tycho Nestoris.
The stars.
Nice. I
Nice.
think I pronounced it right. Okay, question number 2. Who was responsible for the creation of the Night King?
That's Carlos.
It was.
No, so you call it.
No, it's you. I'm
Okay.
looking at the buzzer.
His finger landed on my hat.
It landed in between your fingers.
Paper, scissors, rock this shit.
Okay, fuck it.
Yes, paper, scissors, rock.
Oh.
I didn't see. I didn't see.
Yeah, fuck it.
1, 2, 3.
No, wait, you're going too
Oh,
fast.
yeah,
Paper,
yeah.
scissors,
I'm
rock.
gonna count
Okay,
it down. I'm
okay.
gonna count down.
Dot.
1, 2. Oh.
What the? Okay.
Children of the Forest.
That is correct.
Ding, 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 ding.
1-1.
Question
That
number
is
3. In the TV show, what was Hodor called before he got in his tragic door-holding nickname?
Fuck.
So I'll get I think it's a partial. Wasn't his name Sam? Sam?
What?
Sam? No.
Wait. You can say if he's wrong or not.
No, was she?
No. We
No?
Can't say
Okay. No, I mean, it's all you.
Know this too. God.
What his name was before Hodor. Right? That's what you're
Yes.
asking? Willis?
That is correct.
Nice.
I'm sorry, I got a little excited.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
The score is currently 2-1 with Albie leading.
Ready? Question number 4. Who was the leader of the Golden Company sellswords when Dany ransacked King's Landing? Albie?
Harry Strickland.
Correct.
Damn it, dude.
3-1.
the whole thing in the accent.
It comes awesome. I love it.
Question number 5. Dany's dragons are a war called Drogon, Viserion, and...
Regal.
Correct.
3-2.
Question number 6. Iwan Rheon, who played Ramsay Bolton, was almost cast as which character?
Jon Snow.
Correct.
God damn, I didn't even know that, dude. That's crazy. Nice.
That would have been so weird.
That would have been weird.
It would have been.
Next, who said, "I don't plan on knitting by the fire while men fight for me"?
Liana Mormont.
Correct.
5-2.
That's because he's super confident in his answers. So he knows when. I'm just like, wait. Okay, go.
Who? Wait a second.
Wait, that's number 6.
No, this is question
Seven.
number 8.
Whoa.
It's 5-2 right now.
I'll do 2. Albie.
Albie's
Okay,
fi-
so
Albie's
this
5 and
question,
Carlos is 2.
it's you have to look at the picture, but I'm gonna describe him. So it says, "Who's this grizzled chap with Ser Jorah and Daenerys?"
Sir Barristan?
We didn't even get a fucking description.
Yeah, so I was going to say
Oh,
he got dismissed.
Let's omit that.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
good.
We could omit that.
Yeah.
Just because it wasn't done.
Correct.
Say Grizzle.
was though too.
Huh?
She just say Grizzle.
But it was Sir
It's one.
Yeah, like,
Barristan Selmy.
but I was going to say that
You
he
haven't
got
seen the
dismissed
show, Andy?
by
All of them
what's
are
his name? Joffrey.
Yeah,
They're
I
not
haven't
all-
seen the show and I was thinking about that.
Next.
That was it.
Okay.
Sir Barristan Selmy.
No, that was nobody got it.
No,
Yeah,
no.
it's omitted, so it's still 5-2.
Our
in
score
favor of
taker's a little
Albie.
slow.
Question number 9. Which body part did Kit Harington say was in severe pain when filming the dragon riding scenes in season 8?
God damn it! I don't know who got it.
I think
That was
Carlos got
Carlos.
that.
That was
I'm gonna give Carlos.
His balls.
What is the correct term?
I mean, his testicles.
Testicle.
You know
That is
what?
correct.
You know what it
Andy,
was.
you can't help him.
That's anatomy.
Oh, okay.
Who said testicle?
Carlos.
Carlos, so it's 5-3.
If you're gonna be the scorekeeper, you need to keep. We cannot look for validation.
That's why I'm the reassurance.
Okay.
I'm the reassurance.
Okay.
I'm just like, what,
Question
5-3,
number
5-3.
10. Which UK drama had Hannah Murray Gilly and Joe Dempsey Gendry appeared in together before Game of Thrones?
I think I heard you talk about this skins.
Yes, that is
No.
correct.
Yeah.
The UK
Yeah.
version?
Yes, so
Wow, I didn't
we
know that.
when he started watching Game of Thrones, I was always like, "Oh my gosh, she's from Skins," and I would always tell him because that's where I recognize
Oh
her.
man, I don't. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I only knew it because she told me.
If you watch Skins, watch the UK version. Don't watch the American
Yeah,
one.
don't watch the
Yeah.
American
Don't
version.
watch the
Yeah.
American version. Yeah.
Skins,
Skins, yeah.
Skins is just like, oh, I'm doing a bunch of exercises.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question number
Next
11. I have to show you the picture.
No, skip it.
Skip it.
Y'all can see the picture?
No. Not now that I know what it is. I won't.
Okay,
I
so
won't
describe
say.
the picture then.
Well, okay, the question is whose bushy beard is this? So I can show you the picture.
Okay, show us the picture.
Robert Baratheon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is correct.
That's 5-5. We're all tied up, everybody.
Okay. This is another picture. Question number 12. Whose beautiful braid is this? Avi?
Oh, there you go.
No,
There you go.
Show it again.
No,
No,
No.
You can't
I
do
said
that.
show it again.
No, that
No,
doesn't.
no.
No. You hit the buzzard. You hit the buzzer.
No.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it. It's okay.
Yes, there's nothing wrong.
Cersei.
Let's see. That is correct.
Mercy, God, I was gonna say Lady Shireen. God damn it.
Question number 13. So I'm going to have to read to you the options. Which of these characters is dead? Don't click the buzzer until I finish.
Sure.
Jaqen H'ghar, Nymeria the Direwolf, Hot Pie, or Edison Tollett?
Edison Tollett.
Correct.
I don't even know who that
That's
is.
seven.
That's
That was Harley's dad.
7-5.
No. Edison Tollett is the
Oh,
he died in the Long Night with Sam. You know, well, Sam didn't die, but like he was fighting. He was one of the last of the Night's Watch. He became commander after
Ed.
John left.
cry.
Ed.
Ed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You know, I
sorry,
know him. I know
forgot.
him as Ed, not his full name.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
Okay. Question number
7-5,
14.
Edison is like, what the fuck?
What is the name of the giant dragon slaying crossbow that fell to protect King's Landing?
The Scorpion.
Correct.
7-6.
cards.
It's like a game of tennis for me.
Question number 15. Where is the House of Black and White, the training temple of the Faceless Men?
Fuck, dude, I don't know, man.
That's all I'll be.
Rock,
I think.
paper, scissors.
I call it that.
Sir-
Well, fine. Rock, paper, scissors. It. Fuck it.
Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, God.
Albie.
Bravos.
Correct.
It's gonna be 8-6.
16. What was the Red Keep's Chief Mauser called?
Can you repeat the question?
What was the Red Keep's Chief Mauser, R.I.P., called? R.I.P. meaning he's dead.
Duh.
The Red Keeps Chief Mauser?
Yes, Mauser.
Could somebody fact check what Mauser means?
What the
Fuck, I
heck?
don't know what that is.
I mean,
No,
we-
like
we-
on your phone?
My
We all,
phone's
okay,
Fuck,
I was like, we all got
I
smartphones.
mean, my phone's filming.
Does any just
Do you
check?
want me to read you the options?
Yeah, read the
Yeah,
options.
Okay,
Let's go ahead and do
so-
options on this one.
Sir
Google,
Pounds,
what does Mauser mean?
Maester Paul, Lady Claus, first of her name, Breaker of Mice, Protector of the Realm, or the Bastard.
Bastard.
I'm just gonna go with Sir Pounce.
Sir Pounds. That is correct.
Yes, it was talking
What?
about cats, and I remember
8-7.
Tormund.
8-7.
Yeah, Tormund's cat was Sir
Question
Pounce.
number 17. Which relative did Euron Greyjoy murder murder to take the salt throne of the Iron Islands?
Oh, God damn it! I pressed it, but I don't know his name. I know who he is.
You don't have to say his name, just how is he related to Euron?
Oh, it's his brother.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
8-8.
Yeah.
Wait, are
This
we go-
is so easy. So be prepared.
Okay.
Question number 18. What is the name of Arya's sword?
Oh, Carlos.
Needle.
Yeah, it was Carlos.
9-8.
Sorry.
9-8. 9-8.
That is correct.
Is this like the first one to 10 or 20? What are we doing?
How
I'm sorry.
many-
I don't think we established
How many questions are there left?
There's a lot on that link. There's like 80.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
So, no, there's just, how many questions?
No, let's end it like on an odd number, so 25, right?
Yeah,
Let's,
I'll give you
okay.
I don't like odd numbers.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a tiebreaker if we need it.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
I'm freaking out.
And then that tiebreaker.
So 9-8. 9-8.
question are we on?
Okay. So question 19.
Oh,
18.
In which King's Landing slum did Gendry grow up?
Flea bottom.
Correct.
9-9.
Bitch.
Question 20. Who was Ned Stark's predecessor as Robert Baratheon's hand?
Carlos.
I know it. I know
Shit.
it.
Hold on. Wait.
Uh,
It was fucking Tyrion, wasn't it?
No.
No.
John Aaron.
Oh,
Yeah.
Predator. Dude, fuck.
What did you say?
John Aaron.
Yeah, no, you got
Correct.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 10-9. 10-9.
No,
I fucking knew that one.
you know, and you know what? Now that I know what, I kind of knew what predecessor meant, right? But I didn't know if it was before or after, so I was like, fucking Tyrion. But no, John Aaron. Yeah, dude. You got it.
Tyrion would
Question-
be successor.
Successor. Yeah, successor.
Question 21. Whose last words were "Give me something for the pain and let me die"?
Robert Baratheon.
Correct.
Oh, nice.
11-9.
Okay.
I know it
Milk of
because of the
puppet.
memes, dude. They're always like, "Just give me something for the pain and let me die."
Milk of the puppet.
Question number 22. Who bought? Oh, sorry, I read it wrong. Who fought this bear in season 3?
Jamie.
Oh wait, was it a picture?
Yes, but I mean there was only one fighting scene with a bear.
Still.
It
I
just shows
was-
a picture of a bear.
I was waiting for the fucking picture.
There's just a picture of a bear.
It was Jamie.
Who fought the bear?
Jamie and Brienne.
Yeah, it was Jamie. It was Jamie or Brienne, but
So who's answering the question?
nobody's.
Albie.
I think we gotta omit that.
So
No?
who are you saying?
Jamie.
Well,
That is wrong. It was Brienne.
okay, cool. All right, skip.
And
Okay.
it was true. Brienne was the one who fought it first, and then Jamie
That's-
came in to rescue.
That's true. That's true.
I knew that was gonna be kind of tricky.
So 11-9 is so we're not.
Tell
counting
us if
that?
it's a picture for sure.
Okay. 23. The actor who played Brother Ray also played which antique loving TV scoundrel?
Wait. Can you say that like without the accent?
The actor who played Brother Ray also played which antique loving TV scoundrel?
Who the
Or
fuck is
scoundrel, I
Brother
don't know.
Brother
Ray.
Ray.
Brother
Interesting.
Ray.
Can you give us the?
David Dickinson, Del Boy Trotter, Rodney Trotter, or Lovejoy?
Sepa la madre, dude.
I don't
Come
know.
on, guess.
No
D-
guess.
D- Just skip it.
Boo.
What was the answer though?
I didn't know that at all.
Lovejoy.
See, I've heard the
I
word-
would have never
I've
known.
heard the name Lovejoy in the show at some point, but I don't know. 11-9 still.
Question number 24. How many kings and queens of Westeros did Lovaris serve?
Yeah, that's a good one, dude. Shit.
How many kings and queens
Of Westeros.
did he serve?
Yes.
Why did you hit
9?
the buzzard if you didn't know?
Is that an option?
No.
12.
No.
13.
It's like
7?
if I had to wait, can I just
8?
celebrity shot?
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a point?
Celebrity shot, but
It's gonna be 6.
No.
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 5.
okay. Just tell it to us.
Okay, so let me give you the options. 5?
5.
Okay, try it.
No, it was 4. It was the Mad King, Robert, Joffrey, and Tommen.
Oh,
Dude, yes,
all the
man.
ones that he served. God damn it! I completely. Oh,
He didn't serve Cersei.
Yeah.
That's why I said
Fuck!
11-9. 11-9.
It's the,
My dumbass
Wait.
thought that it was 5.
Wait.
I didn't understand the question.
since we had to omit 2.
I didn't understand.
So
Question.
I got 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more.
Okay, so this is. So I stop at 27.
27.
Okay, question
No,
number
we're doing 2 more because we
25.
omitted 2.
Who
Yeah.
had the honor of killing Peter Baelish?
Arya.
That is correct.
I was about to say that's a trick question in a sense, but yeah, I
Yeah.
get that.
Okay.
12-9.
Next question. In Westerosian currency, the 2 smaller denominations of the gold dragon coin are the copper penny and the.
The Monopoly coin.
The Monopoly Master knows this.
Silver
Am I right or
dragon.
You didn't click the.
Steph, am I right?
Silver
No,
dragon.
I clicked it first, bitch.
Whatever. You can't choose that answer.
No, I'm just gonna say. I don't know. I mean, fucking the silver. I mean, I just know it's a silver coin.
I said silver dragon.
Silver dragon. That's what it said. Okay.
What is it?
Okay, let me read you. The silver stallion, golden goose, silver stag, or bronze bull.
So does that count as 2 points?
The
Why would it count as
silver
2 points?
The golden
Because the one
stallion.
said silver.
Silver stag.
Silver
I mean,
stag?
that,
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they both
Silver
No,
right.
it's the silver stag.
That's what I said. I said that.
Abby got it.
I said that. I said silver
Silver
stag.
stag, dude, for
Abby got it.
Monopoly.
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
I don't care.
Okay,
So-
last.
No, I mean, if it's the last
It's
question,
27.
but we can do the last question, but Albie already won because it's like 13-9 or something like that.
Yeah, it's 13-9.
Yeah.
Well, wait, fuck it. Last question, winner take all.
No.
Last-
Winning that bet.
Last question.
It's all salty.
Y'all are winning that bet.
Monopoly
What
move.
is the go-to anesthetic for maesters across Westeros called?
Well, I mean, not that it matters, but milk of the poppy.
Yeah.
That is correct.
13-10.
It's clear that we both know a lot of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sometimes you were just faster than me to hit the buzzer.
2.
But also, it's cause, dude, I rewatched the entire series.
Why?
so-
Just one
I mean,
more.
I'll be one.
Yeah, because
Oh,
It
that's
wasn't
true.
tied.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I wasn't tied at all.
I'm sorry, Carter.
Yeah, it was like 10-13.
Yeah,
it
10-13.
was 10-13.
Favor of Albie.
Good job, man. Good
Sweet.
job, bro. Good job.
So,
Hey, but
So,
you know a lot of
Albie-
things.
Hey.
You knew the
Here's
skins.
your
I didn't know that.
prized possession.
Thanks to me.
Oh, that's weird.
What the fuck? She actually gave that to you?
That's weird.
okay, so now that you won,
Yeah.
when we have a special debate, you're gonna wear a chicken suit. Because
Oh, yeah.
That's for the loser.
No, this is for the winner.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, winning isn't always good.
The winning, you gotta wear a chicken suit for the next episode.
Ooh, winner chugs a beer. Winner chugs a beer.
I said loser chugs a beer.
Oh, okay.
PBR.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fill the glass though. Well, like to what? I'm not gonna chug the entire PBR. Get the fuck out of here.
No, come on, man.
How about we all just
You better
chug a
keep
beer?
that beer.
Let's all go shut it
Yeah.
outside.
Huh?
We gotta move everything. I'm not gonna move everything.
No, all we need is a camera, and then you just edit that at the end of the
You're okay. Well, bless your soul, child.
What are you talking about?
He wants to
No,
now.
to close the show, is anybody gonna check a PBR with me, or is this how we end it? Just me by myself?
Carlos, I'll check the people already.
Fucking Andy is always ready.
I guess I'm gonna do this too.
Okay.
'cause
Oh, I
fuck it.
can't.
Stephanie
You know
too. Stephanie, special
Okay.
guest, chugs a PBR.
No.
I can't
Oh, I
chug.
have to check this other one first.
You want to check the?
Can I let
I can't drink anymore. I need to drive home.
Is there any other beer in there that I can drink right now?
just
Yeah,
PBR?
try this one.
Okay, so at this point, this wraps up episode 3 of Beer Break.
Yeah.
Thank you for Stephanie,
Episode
And-
3 TV shows.
Mandy for being our court taker. Albie is the champion and's got to wear a chicken suit.
She wasn't really a good score taker.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
he won his-
We're gonna remove you from the credit.
Hey, imagine. Hold
So
on.
now we're all gonna chug beer in honor of Carlos losing.
Yeah, I know I haven't been here for the first episode, but finally this is my first episode. I'll try to come out to more.
You're drunk.
Yeah,
Ivanovich.
That's the point of the beer break.
No, I mean,
Oh.
God damn it.
Why
Albie.
is Albie
Yeah,
being
dude.
crazy?
Wait.
Just to be completely fair, Andy is one of the founding
Go.
members of Beer Break. It started off as a sobriety test, then Beer Break. Hopefully,
Yeah.
one day we'll upload our actual first test episode, and that'll be something too.
Everyone agreeing that us is better in a way. And then Get Out was good.
All right,
Right.
but well,
Thanks for that shout out, Carlos.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank
bro.
you.
There you go, bro. Cool.
Fuck you.
I need another shot.
Are we chugging this fucking PBR or not?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Bitch. Whatever, Eminem.
All right. Well,
Eyelids.
Don't bring up
How many did
M&M's
you
around.
buy? I just bought 2 6-packs.
Here we go.
no. Thank you all for watching. Juan just created a Twitter account, so make sure you go. What is it? Follow us on Twitter.
It's Beer Break 1.
But do you follow on Twitter?
Yeah, you
Ew,
follow.
Okay,
Twitter?
cool. I'm not familiar with Twitter. So follow us on Twitter. We'll have
There's
a
gonna be
Facebook
an
page up
Instagram
soon
handle.
and an Instagram page up as well.
I'm gonna work on that. I haven't done
Yeah.
it.
I'll work on this.
Okay. Cool.
Whatever works.
If you like the video of all this stupidity, go ahead and leave us a like,
Please
Uh,
give it a thumbs up.
a thumbs up.
And,
And,
And don't forget to
Also,
subscribe.
just everybody knows this is barely the scratching the surface of drunk candy.
Oh yeah.
If you have any suggestions for future shows, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. Cool. Chug time.
Oh god, here comes
Let's
our
do it.
champion.
What
the fuck? Everyone's getting a fucking
I got one.
Go.
Cheers, they're cold as shit, dude.
Well, that's kind of what beer is.
Oh, he's cheating. I can't. My teeth.
That's
way too much.
It's,
My
it's
teeth.
sensitive. It's
It's not
sensitive.
recording anymore, right?
My teeth.
Excuse me.
I haven't chipped.
God.
Fuck you guys.